Before we delve too deep into the excitement of Week 10, let's first put a wrap on the second to last week of the regular season with another edition of Top Plays and Primetime Performers. Just one unbeaten team remains in the East Penn Conference heading into Week 10. Of course, that's the Parkland Trojans, who got everything they could handle from Easton last week. Parkland prevailing thanks to a quartet of rushing touchdowns, two of which came from senior tailback Trey Tremba, who racked up 176 yards on the ground on 26 carries. He first found pay dirt from 11 yards out in the opening quarter before breaking off a 66-yard scoring scamper in the third as the Trojans were able to pull away. Tremba now up over 1,300 yards rushing for the season with 20 TDs on the ground. Parkland will try for an undefeated regular season this Friday versus rival Emmaus, a game you can catch live here on SEN. Tremba's 66-yarder, not the longest touchdown Friday at Cottingham Stadium. That belonged to Easton junior Dorian Thomas after this 73-yard jaunt midway through the third quarter. Tremendous cutback leading to the long score, which was Thomas's fifth rushing touchdown of the season. He's approaching 700 yards on the ground this fall. The Red Rovers visit rival Nazareth on Friday, still with an outside chance to qualify for the district tournament. Now, one team that guaranteed its place in the 6A field over the weekend was Freedom, as the Patriots earned their fourth straight win and fifth victory overall this season behind an outstanding performance on the ground from Noah Pierre, the senior running back with not one, not two, but three rushing scores, as Freedom outlasted Emmaus 25-19. 70-yard dart on the second play of the third quarter before a 36-yard scoring scamper put the Pates out to a 19-12 lead after three. Pierre then broke a 19-19 tie in the final minute of regulation, securing Freedom's spot in the postseason. The senior finished with 169 yards on just 17 carries. Patriots wrap up the regular season Saturday against crosstown rival Liberty. Another game we'll have live here on SEN. The Hurricanes have a standout tailback as well in Gabe Green, but it was fellow sophomore Jake Puxon who also starred in last Thursday's showdown with Whitehall. Battling through a knee injury, Puxon was held without a catch in the first half, but erupted for a game-high 7 receptions after the break, finishing with 60 yards and a touchdown, muscling his way into the end zone for this 23-yard score in the third quarter. The 10th grader now up to 7 receiving TDs this season, but it was the Zephyrs who prevailed in that Thursday matchup, using some razzle-dazzle to gain an early advantage. Sophomore wideout Talon Dog Manitz off the reverse hit senior Jack Cucker in stride for this 36-yard TD reception. Cucker with his best statistical performance of the season so far, hauling in 6 grabs for 102 yards and a couple of scores. He'd had a 15-yarder in the fourth to force overtime as Whitehall outlasted the Hurricanes 23-20. The Zeps visit rival Northampton on Friday.